Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're all doing great today. I am so excited about today's video because we are going to be playing with the new Moira Soft Blush Balms. We will do a little swatch party. We will try all 12 shades on. We will review the formula and we will do a little comparison with other blush formula closer to the end of the video. But before we do that, please like and subscribe. But now let's start the video. But before we dive into these blushes, let's talk about Moira Beauty. They are an LA-based beauty brand and they are very affordable, plus they're cruelty-free and vegan. They do create a lot of dupes of popular products on the market, but they also offer a wide variety of original standalone products. They have everything: foundations, powders, brows, lots of blush formulas, and they also have a lot of lip products. My lip combo of the day is actually also from Moira Beauty. I'm wearing their signature lip pencil in the shade Caramel Beige and Butter Bliss lip balm in the shade Pout Perfection, and I absolutely love both of these products and I really like this lip combo. As of now, Moira Beauty is online only, and I do happen to have a discount code with them. If you use Elena15 at moirabeauty.com, you will get 15% off your purchase. I highly recommend checking them out. I have so many favorites from them and their products are fantastic and they are so easy on the wallet. Now let's talk about the soft blush balms. Disclaimer, Moira did send them my way, which thank you so much Moira for doing that. Each of them retails for $8.50 and they come in 12 beautiful shades. Here's what the website says. Get a natural touch of color with our soft blush balm. It's your go-to for effortlessly radiant cheeks. The creamy blendable formula easily glides onto your skin, providing a soft, dewy finish that enhances your natural beauty. Our soft blush balm comes in 12 flattering shades to match every skin tone. Whether you want a subtle hint of color or a more pronounced glow, this versatile balm lets you adjust the intensity to suit your look. Now let's talk packaging. The soft blush balms come into these cute dome-shaped containers. Each container is color coordinated with the shade inside. There's a sleek golden Moira logo on each blush and there's a sticker on the bottom telling you which shade it is. I also love that the screw-on caps are see-through so you can easily spot on the shade you're reaching for. Alright, let's get into swatching. I'll apply each blush to my face as I normally do, and I also include a footage of me applying the blush to my arm so that you can see better color payoff. I will start with the shade 001, All That. I've played with these blushes before, so I'm going to use them as the brand recommends. I will swipe them on my cheeks, just like that, and blend them out with my fingers. I really love using my fingers with this formula because I feel like it really melts the product into my skin, giving it a seamless finish. And here's what the shade 001 All That looks like on my skin. It's like a very nude peachy pink shade, really pretty. And the finish, I would describe the finish as natural dewy, but let's move on to the next shade. We've got 002 Sweet on You shade, so let's apply it. Oh, I love this shade. It's such a gorgeous cool-toned pink, but let's try to maybe build it up a little bit. It definitely does build up, but the finish is really nice and luminous, so if you keep building it up, I think it will become really, really dewy, so just something to keep in mind. And here's what the shade 002 Sweet on You looks like on my skin. And now we are stepping in the coral territory with the shade 003 Dreamer. This glide on like butter. Now let's try to blend them out with a brush. Oh, this shade is stunning. I love a good coral, especially for summer, and it was so easy to blend it out with a brush. So here's what the shade 003 Dreamer looks like on. But let's move on. And on this cheek we are going to be applying 004 Lost in Love shade, and it's even more brighter and saturated coral shade. And when I look at it up close, I can see that it's full of golden shimmer particles. But let's apply her and let's see what she gives. So I will do a couple of swipes and blend it out with a clean brush. I love that these blushes blend beautifully both with your fingers and your brushes. Let's build her up a little bit, just, you know, in educational purposes and not because I have blush blindness. And this is what the shade 004 Lost in Love looks like on my skin. I love that it's a dewy formula, but it doesn't feel greasy or like heavy on my skin, which I personally love. Okay, and when I look super up close, I can definitely see little golden specks all over my cheeks, which I'm personally not a big fan of because it looks like fallout from my eyes. So just something to keep in mind. Next shade we're going to use is 005 Oh My, and oh my, this is a beautiful medium pink with cool undertones, but let's swatch her. Wow, this takes literally 3 seconds to blend. This is the shade 005 Oh My, and on the other cheek we are going to be applying the shade 006 Lucky Me. It looks almost like soft matte in the container. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's like a very light peach with a white base to it. And here's what it looks like on me. Again, this is the shade 006 Lucky Me. I think it looks very natural and very pretty. I'm so excited about this next shade. This is 007 Fair Play, and it's this vibrant, almost neon fuchsia pink shade with cool undertones. Let's try her. Oh yeah. Now let's blend it out. It's so cute, but let's try to see if it builds up. Ooh, it definitely does. And here's the shade 007 Fair Play on my skin. I think it's such a fun shade, and so far this shade definitely stands out to me. Speaking of bright shades, we are gonna use 008 Thinking of Me on this cheek, and this one has this soft, almost matte finish. I will do maybe 2-3 swipes. While this formula is really pigmented, it blends out so easily. This is another one of those shades that stand out. I love how it gives this beautiful flush to your cheeks while looking so natural. Would you wear this shade, guys? And again, this is the shade 008 Think of Me. Next we are trying 009 Love Core, and I love its muted brownish mauvey tone. Oh, it's really pretty too. Ooh, I love this shade. I feel like it would great look across the forehead too, and on the nose for that sun-kissed look. And here's the shade 009 Love Core on my cheek. I absolutely love it. I love me a good purple blush, and this is the shade 010 Baby Girl. This one is very similar to the shade Fair Play we've tried, but it's more purple. And here's what the shade 010 Baby Girl looks like. If you had to choose a warm tone or a cool tone blush, what would you choose, guys? Okay, the final round of swatches, and we are using the shade 011 Love Bitten. Oh, okay, this is another one of those shades that have golden specks in it. I'm personally not a fan, but let's try it. Just a couple of swatches because it's a deeper shade. Wow, I love how easy these blushes are to work with. 011 Love Bitten is a beautiful deep berry shade. And finally, our last shade we're swatching today is 012 Talk to Me, and it's this beautiful muted neutral mauvey shade. I love muted shades for everyday because they're just so easy to wear and go with every single look. And this is what the shade 012 Talk to Me looks like on me. I love the finish that these blushes have. They look so healthy, especially if you're someone with dry skin, or if you're just someone who loves dewy finish, you will love these blushes. Alright, now that we are done with swatches, I want to talk about the elephant in the room. These Moira blushes look exactly the same as Merit blushes, right? I mean, the packaging looks exactly the same. Yes, Merit container is golden and the caps are slightly different. The Moira's one is clear, while Merit's one is slightly tinted. With Merit you get 9 grams of product and it retails for $30, while Moira gives us 8.5 grams of product and it retails for $8.50. So packaging wise they're very similar. Price point, very different, but there's also differences in formula, and that's something I want to discuss next. So I have 2 shades of the Merit Flush Balms in my collection. I have Fox and Stockholm, so I've tried to look for dupes or similar shades in Moira's line, and here's what I found. So Merit's Fox is this beautiful deep terracotta brown shade that leans towards brick red. I wasn't able to find the exact dupe in the Moira's lineup, but the closest shade I found was 009 Love Core, but again, they're very different. Moira's Love Core has more of a pinkish mauvey undertones, and it would work beautifully on cooler undertones, while Merit's Fox would look beautifully on warm complexions. I was much more successful in finding a dupe for this baby pink Stockholm shade from Merit. So I swatched Oh My, Fair Play and Sweet on You, and the closest shade to Merit's Stockholm would definitely be the shade 005 Oh My. Oh My is slightly more vibrant, but they definitely share the cool undertones and this beautiful satin finish. So if you're looking for good alternatives to the Merit Stockholm but from Moira's collection, I would definitely recommend the shade 005 Oh My. Formula-wise, while these two formulas have their own similarities, they're definitely different. While Merit's blushes are pigmented, I definitely feel that they are more sheer compared to Moira's blushes. And if you know anything about Merit's blushes, you know that even if you try to build them up, you still get this almost like transparent look on the skin. I don't think they build up that much. And with Moira, you definitely get more pigmentation right off the bat, and they build up nicely. Also, with Merit, you definitely get another finish. Even though both formulas are luminous on the cheeks, Merit's are even more glossy compared to Moira's. Even though there are formula differences between different shades from Moira's lineup, the formula is mostly semi-matte, velvety, and looks very soft on the skin, and it's less glossy than Merit's blushes. Okay, so I think we've covered pretty much everything. We've talked about the brand, we've discussed this blush launch from them, we've swatched all the blush shades, and we even did a little comparison with the other blush formula. But if you had to choose, which shades were your favorite? It's so hard to choose, I know, but if I would choose my absolute favorites, I would say the shade 012 Talk to Me, because it's just such a perfect everyday kind of shade. Then I love a cool toned pink, so 007 Fair Play. Also, my heart beats strong for a purple blush, apparently, so 010 Baby Girl was such a good one. And I'm really surprised, but I liked 008 Think of Me so much, I would definitely wear it again. I think this is a pretty diverse, well-balanced shade range, and there's something for everyone. And I also like that there's a difference between the finishes in this formula, where some blushes tend to look more dewy on the cheeks, and some have that more soft cream finish, and we even have a couple of blushes with golden speckles if that's something you like. And they're super affordable at $8.50. Plus you can use my code Elena15 at moirabeauty.com. Just a heads up, this is an affiliate link and I do earn a small commission if you use it. No pressure to use it at all, but if you do, thank you so much. I really appreciate it and it really helps my channel grow. But I hope you guys found this video helpful in some way. I will see you in my next video very soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye!